Hello, ladies. All right. This video is all about once you've booked a party, what to do next. And I have a sheet called a party page sheet. It's called the party page sheet, and it's all typed out of all the information you need. So I booked a party, and now what? What do I do? First, second, and third. Well, I first thing you do is you fill out your party page sheet, and it's got um the name and or the date and the time, whether it's a Zoom, Facebook, or in-person party. You just check it off, and then over here you put all the hostess information right at the top. And if this is it even includes on here, it says booked from. So what I mean by that is if this is a party booked from a different party, I want the previous hostess listed on this sheet as well. So if I look at this and I go, Susie Miller, where did I meet her? I just need, so then I can look on here and go, oh, at Susie Q's house. So I can know who I met this person from and how I booked it. I also then can make sure that the person receives credit, and I'll explain that later, that she'll get her credit for a party holding from booked from her party. And that's how I do some things with hostess credit to give a little bit more away. All right, so step one, it says party prep and hostess checklist. Remember, a party worth booking is worth coaching. And so I believe that there's some very important steps that we can take to try to ensure that everything goes smoothly. At least I will know I did my part. And even if the hostess has to postpone, at least I know I did my part to make the success of the party for her. All right, so step one says the hostess provided the guest list within 48 hours. So let me start there. There's different ways, and you might see different things on In Touch, and you might hear different things than when you're out. This is how I believe it works best, and this is what I do, so that's what I'm going to teach. The first thing is that when I'm with somebody and I've booked a party and I'm with them, take a selfie of the two of you together. That selfie picture then can be put on the invitation, okay? If it's somebody that I'm not with when I book it, I'll say to her, hey, girl, send me a quick picture of yourself that's cute. And then I will make an invitation for your party, and I will put the two of us together on it so that the people that you're inviting will know that we know each other and that I'm for real, because your picture is going to be on it as well. So what I have the hostess do is give me her guest list. She gives me the name and phone number of each guest so that I can send a picture invite to them. Okay. Now, my very last party that I did, the hostess wanted to have a nice turnout, and I suggested maybe give me about 15 names then. And she did. She gave me 15 names and phone numbers of people to invite. So I made up a little picture invite. I do it on, you can do it on PicCollage or Canva. There's lots of different ways, and we can always talk about that. But I made up a little invitation and I sent it out to all 15 people. Okay. So you can check that off the list. Invited them. Okay. The next thing you can check off, it says, well, first it's getting the guest list. Then it's the invite sent by me. Now, we received a gift from and this, I truly feel it was a gift from a director who was just tapping the company. She was a queen and all of that. And the one thing that I learned from her that I had never, and just a few years ago, and I'd never heard it before, was when I hold a party, if the guests that have been invited get 4 touches from me before the party, that it's more likely to be a very successful event. I think it works beautifully. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. So touch number 1 is the invite was sent to them. And the reason that I do it is because then I don't have to rely on whether and keep calling back to ask the hostess for the guest list. Have you invited the people? Have you sent it out? All that. I don't need to do that. Just call me with your guest list, and or send me a text with the names and phone numbers. That's all I need. I'll take care of the rest for you. So I'll make it real simple for you. And so touch number one, they received the invite. Then once they receive the invite, then they'll get another text from me. And depending on how many days out I've booked it, it depends on how far away the party is, what days you do this. So I can't really give you an exact day, but the next text they'll get from me will be to pre-profile. Pre-profiling just means that I get information about the guest, her skin, before we get there. So my pre-profile text I will include for you, but it will just be like, oh, I'm so glad you're able to attend the party. We're going to have fun. I just need a couple questions. Do you prefer text or do you prefer a phone call? And so if they prefer a phone call, then I would call it. If they don't, I text it. And basically it's just, what is your skin type? Is it normal to dry, dry, normal, combination, oily? And then I also want to know, like, is it ivory or beige, or is it beige or bronze or, whatever. You try to get ivory, beige, or bronze. You want to know kind of a little bit in your head if they're an ivory, beige, or bronze. And then is there something about your skin that you would like to change? Is there something going on that you would like to change about your skin? So it's very simple. All they have to do is say the kind of skin they have, ivory, beige, or bronze, and if there's something they would like to change about their skin. So that's touch number two, okay? And then once they do that, and this is a very magical, touch number three is pretty magical. It has been proven by both the women that are teaching this, and it's worked for me the same, is that you ask this question, and it's going to seem odd, but trust me. Text me your favorite color. Now, what they found is if they text you back with their favorite color, they're more likely to come than if they don't answer that text. Crazy? I know. Okay, so what do we do with that? Well, you can do a couple different things with that. It can be the color of, maybe the tone like of a lip gloss. But what I do, I have bought like in larger quantities, like these inexpensive headbands and real expensive or very inexpensive in bulk the little scrunchies that you put shower gel on to wash with in the shower, and they're mini ones and they're in different colors. So the headband is what I like. Okay, so they get to then take their headband home with them. That's like their gift for me for coming. So I've got, different color headbands that you can put right over top of their mirror. So when they sit down for their thing, that there's their favorite color. That is an important question though, because if they answer it, they're more likely to come. Crazy. Then what I do to prepare is I will also contact the hostess again, make sure she's working on a wish list of all the products that she wants to get free, get it kind of an update on the guests, like, hey Susie, so far I've gotten this, a response from these people. This is how many we have coming. So and so and so and so and so and so have said they can't come. Whatever. So I can kind of update her on who said they're coming and who's not. And one of the things that, like, if she wants a specific amount of people there, you can say, I know you want 5 people there, Susie, and right now I've only got 3 that have confirmed. You're welcome to contact them and say, hey, girl, I want you there. You can contact them in some way. If you think you're going to see them, mention something about it. I will be following up with that again. I will give them a phone call then, and I will say, hey, Susie, this is Jan with Mary Kay. I sent you an invite for Penny's party on Thursday night, and I hadn't heard from you, so I just wanted to make sure that you saw the text and the invite, and I've got a couple questions for you that I need, so let me know if that's going to work for you. And so I will call them with that. And then, because I'm going to do everything I can to get those guests there for her. Now, she might say, well, yeah, I heard, oh, I did hear from her. She can't come, or or, oh, I did hear from her, she wants to come, whatever. So you're going to touch base with the hostess to make sure she gets her guest list and update on the guest situation. She could then, I could say to her, girl, do you have like a couple more people that we may be able to invite? Because right now we've only got 3 coming and I know you wanted 5. So we can do that. Okay. Then touch number 4, that's important. The morning of the party, I send a text out to the people who have RSVP'd or have said they're coming. I send a text out with a picture of this. So if Judy said she's coming, I have this is Judy's thank you gift that I will have at the party. This is her thank you gift. It's got her name on it already. I take a picture of that and I say, can't wait to see you tonight at 7. That's touch number 4. So touch 1 was the invite. Touch 2 was ask the pre-profile, asking about her skin. Touch 3, what's her favorite color? And touch 4, showing a picture of her gift that I have ready for her with her name on it and say, I can't wait to see you the day of. So those can be done in different days. They could be done like if the party is like Thursday and I'm just finding out about this person on Tuesday, 1, 2, and 3 touches will be done before Thursday. And then the morning of Thursday, she'll still get her picture with her gift. So that's why it's hard to say how many days. It all depends on when you booked it. Okay. And so what I have on here on this thing is their name and phone number go here. And then touch 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can just check it off as I'm doing that again. So it's a way to track the whole thing. And it's got all my touches that I want to do before the party. The touches are here that I can check off for each person that's been invited. And then at the end of the party, at the bottom, is my money management and my party wrap up. How many sets did I sell? How many parties did I book? Did I set up any sharing appointments? Do I have a new team member from it? And then how much did I sell is on here as well. And then I've got it divided because we do what we call the 60/40 plan, and I have how you can divide it to that. That'll be for another day to tell you about that. So to get ready for the party, number 1, it's to make sure that I'm following this sheet and checking these things off and touching base with my hostess, making sure that I'm doing my job to get as much as I can for the people there and to get the actual people there. Because the key to this, for her to get what she wants, is to get the people there. Okay, that's the most important thing. And then if I have a sheet for each party, it's just easier to keep track of who was at the party, where was it booked from, what do I have, and then I have and this is something that I'll be talking about later as well, but I have a file folder for each customer that I have. I have a file folder. So being this is a whole sheet, by having the file folder, or if you put your profiles and keep track of your customers like in a notebook with page protectors, whatever, this sheet can go right in to Susie's file. So I can either keep a copy of these all together in a file so I can see all the parties I booked. I can keep these, or a copy of it in her file as well. But if I ever need to hold parties, one of the best ways is to find previous hostesses, right? So if you have a party sheet filled out, you can see what kind of hostess she was. And it's real easy to go back then and have her be a hostess again. And this is just a tracking sheet. And it's so simple. I've put it together exactly how I do my party so that all of the check marks can be checked and there's nothing on there, hopefully, that's confusing to any of us because it's just what I track. Tracking is important and keeping you on track is important. So that's the first and foremost way. Once you have the party booked, what to do next, and it's to make up your little gifts for each person, fill out your sheet, and make sure that she gets the best party possible. See you soon.